The Big House at Michigan University isn't just a stadium, it's America's largest cathedral of college football. But in an era where fans demand more than just seats, could going smaller actually make it better? Let's discuss it in today's episode of Built Up. The Big House is not only America's largest stadium, it's also one of the oldest in the country. It's been located at 1201 South Main Street in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and it's been home to the University of Michigan Wolverines football team. The history of the stadium began back in 1927 when the Big House was built. The architect who designed the 72,000-seat stadium was Bernard L. Green, and the total construction cost of the project was $950,000. But the smart thing that Bernard Green envisioned for this stadium is expansion. From the start, architect Green built this stadium so it could be expanded easily, and as a result, this stadium has grown so much over the years. And speaking of which, the Big House has undergone several expansions and renovations. Notably, in 2010, a significant renovation project was completed, which included the addition of luxury boxes and club seats, enhancing the overall experience for fans. This renovation cost approximately $226 million. Now, most recently, the stadium has continued to evolve. Before the 2023 season, new video boards were installed in the north and south end zones, each measuring 152 by 55 feet, enhancing the visual experience for attendees. Additionally, a new LED stadium lighting system was introduced, further modernizing the facility. While the stadium has built a reputation for many things, it's currently remembered as the largest stadium in the United States. In fact, one of the most remarkable aspects of Michigan Stadium is its sheer size. The largest stadium in the United States and the third largest in the world has an official capacity of 107,601. However, on some occasions, it's been known to host approximately 115,000, which shows you just how much fans love Michigan football. For the students at the University of Michigan, this stadium is something akin to a shrine, a temple, and a sacred ground. It holds a special place in their hearts. Attending games at the Big House is a cherished tradition, fostering a strong sense of community and school spirit. The Big House isn't just a sports arena, it's a symbol of Michigan pride. For students, it's where unforgettable memories are made, like cheering with classmates and singing the fight song with thousands of others. For alumni, it's a reminder of their college days. And that's not all. Michigan fans are super loyal. The stadium has had a sellout crowd for nearly every home game since 1975. That's over 40 years of packed stands. It's also a tourist attraction. People visit just to say they've seen the biggest stadium in America. Plus, the noise level during a game is insane. It feels like the crowd is one giant heartbeat, making it an electric experience. But now, considering the downsizing trend of stadiums, the Big House could be turned into the medium house, or worse, the small house. Now, before we move on to the next section, please don't forget to subscribe if you like the video so far. The Big House was built for expansion. Over its near 100-year rich history, the stadium has grown into the largest stadium in the US and the third largest in the world. However, that will all be changing soon, and it all comes down to fan preferences. While there are many reasons the US is undergoing a stadium downsizing trend, one of the biggest reasons is creating an engaging experience. The first example that comes to mind is Doak Campbell Stadium at Florida State University. They decided to reduce the number of seats in the stadium because many of the fans now prefer watching games on TV or online, leading to fewer people attending in person. Additionally, modern fans seek more comfortable and social spaces rather than just traditional seating. In addition, New York's Red Bull Arena has recently been downsized. The team covered some sections of seats with tarps to make the stadium feel cozier. Also, they want to rethink the game day experience and potentially attract more fans by creating a more intimate atmosphere. A third great example would be Turner Field in Atlanta. The stadium was originally built for the 1996 Olympic Games. However, it was later converted into a baseball stadium for the Atlanta Braves. After the Braves moved, It was downsized and transformed into a football stadium for Georgia State University. And they did this because they wanted to better fit the needs of the university's football team and create a more suitable environment for fans. So from this, we can see that there are three main reasons why this trend is going on. The first is the change in fan preferences. Many people would rather enjoy the game from the comfort of their own home instead of paying exorbitant amounts of money for the stadium. On top of that, the fans actually attend the games want more than just a seat. They seek social areas, better food options, and interactive experiences. By reducing seating, stadiums can create spaces that offer these amenities. And of course, arguably the most important of all the reasons has to do with money. Maintaining large stadiums like these with many empty seats can be very expensive. Smaller venues can be more efficient and create a sense of excitement with a full crowd. By jumping on the stadium downsizing bandwagon, the next expansion of the big house could actually be downsizing. Like we already said, bigger stadiums don't necessarily mean better viewing experiences. So, the next time the big house is renovated, it could actually shrink in size, and this might result in a better viewing experience. While the big house's size is legendary, sometimes being too big can hurt the experience. If a few upper sections were removed or repurposed, it could focus the energy of the crowd and make every game feel packed and exciting. A slightly smaller stadium would also make it easier to create more luxury spaces, lounges, or areas where fans can mingle. Right now, the massive size of the stadium spreads fans out over such a wide area that it can sometimes dilute the energy. By slightly reducing the number of seats, the stadium could bring fans closer together, making the crowd feel tighter and more unified. A smaller, more compact crowd can amplify cheers and chants, giving the Wolverines an even bigger home field advantage. Let's be honest, the bleacher-style seating can get pretty uncomfortable, especially during long games. Switching to seats with backs or even padded options could make the game day experience a lot more enjoyable for fans. Comfortable seating would also attract more families and older fans who might prefer a little extra support. The seats would also feel much better if everyone could connect to free Wi-Fi. Everyone loves to share their experiences on social media, but bad Wi-Fi can make that impossible. The stadium could invest in better internet and mobile charging stations. Plus, more big screens or interactive apps for fans could help people stay updated with stats, replays, and other games. But it's not just about the seats. They need to rethink the entire viewing experience, because not everyone goes to the game just to watch. It's also about hanging out and having fun with friends. Adding open spaces like plazas, beer gardens, or rooftop decks would give fans places to relax and socialize while still feeling connected to the game. Think of it as making football games more of a full-day event than just a few hours. And who wouldn't benefit from better food and drink options? Game day food could definitely use a glow-up. Bringing in local favorites, more diverse food options, or even craft beer and cocktails would be a hit. Making the food stands faster and easier to access would also cut down on long lines, so people spend more time watching the game and less time waiting. Shrinking the size a bit isn't about losing fans, it's about making every seat feel like the best one in the house. But if they actually make the stadium smaller, it could also be used for other events like concerts, seminars, and so much more. This way, the big house will also generate money even in the off-season. Well, if the stadium is always making money, then there would be no off-season. Now, the future of the big house might not be about being the biggest, but about being the best. What do you think? Should Michigan maintain its massive capacity or create a more intimate experience? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating stories about the world's greatest venues. Now, here's another video mega project enthusiasts enjoyed watching. Bye for now.